Hello everybody, how are you doing today? I am doing very well, thank you. It's actually such a cold, blustery, rainy day today. Like it definitely feels like autumn. So I feel quite cozy right now with a cup of tea, and I'm just like talking about my journaling. It feels very cozy. So hopefully you've got your cup of tea in your journal as well, and you can journal along with me today. So today I am catching up on 3 journal pages. I've actually been pretty busy this month again, and I've been lucky enough to have some really nice days out. And I've even had some days like on my own, some time to myself, where I've actually gone out and been drawing out in public and stuff, which is quite weird. I've never really done that before, but it was really fun, and I met some lovely people as well in the park, which was really nice. So today's journal that you can see now, the one that I'm doing right now, is about that. And I did want to include some like more collage as well, which I noticed I've only done on this page. I haven't put any collage in on the other pages, so I'll have to make a point of doing that again next time. But yeah, so on the left side I've just drawn a couple of things that I had with me, and if you saw on my Instagram, there was this little ladybug which was orange. It was like an orange and brown ladybug, and it was like the perfect autumnal ladybug. So actually, do we say ladybird? I think we say ladybird, but I'm so used to saying ladybug because I had to teach ladybug. But yeah, we say ladybird. So it was this cute, like yellow and orange one. And then I had these little stickers too, which are really cute. I've stuck one in the top left corner there, but as you can see, it looks like a torn out piece of paper, but it's not. It's a sticker. So my friend bought me those, and I actually think it looks really effective. And I've gone with a pink theme, as you can see. The collaging bits are pink, and then I've also done the title in a pink as well. And yeah, so I just wanted to add a couple of elements from my day, and then obviously to write about most of it. And I think I always tend to do this with the watercolor paper. I think because it's like quite thick, so it can handle a lot of mixed media. So I tend to add like either watercolors or Posca pens or collage on there. So I always kind of do a little bit of everything on the watercolor pages, which I like. And then I added some more stickers to kind of go with the theme. So I've got some yellow there in the little lemons that you can see. And yeah, so I put the date on that big piece of paper, which I like. I quite like doing that as well. It fills up a nice big section of the page if you don't know what to do on there. Oh, and then my mom and my grandma, they very kindly bought me these bug stickers, which I thought were very cute and very apt. And I actually found an orange ladybug on there, believe it or not, so I stuck that one on. And then I just wrote about my experience and what I did and how I felt, which is obviously the whole point of journaling, is to write down your memories and what you were doing. And I used my preppy fountain pen I think it's by Platinum. Yeah, it's by Platinum. And I actually had a purple ink in there, I think purple or pink, I think it was purple or violet, so it had a really nice color ink. And then again, this was another lovely day. I had a happy Saturday and it was really, really great. Like we went out in the morning and had a little coffee day, and then we went and had a barbecue. So it was just lovely, and there was quite a lot of nice little things that happened on this day. It felt like a good calmer day, like I'd done something good to deserve this day, if that makes sense. There was a lady that I went and bought some flowers, but it was very hot on that day, so she came back and gave me my money back and told me to keep the flowers because she thought they wouldn't last very long because it was so warm, and she felt bad. So I thought that was really sweet, and it actually like quite upset me a little bit, just having some good karma. And it was just really nice. Like everything was just really peaceful on this day, and I'm trying to make more of a conscious effort to have these kind of days where you like are not thinking about all the things that you need to do, that you actually just go away and have some time on your own, have some kind of like allocated time to like actually go out somewhere and sit down. And I did some writing, and I did some reading, and I took some photos. So it was very nice, and it was a very indulgent day for like doing the things that we enjoy, where me and my husband, and it was really nice. And we actually did some people watching as well, which is one of my favorite pastimes, to just people watch. But I never have the guts to draw people in public. I would love to know in the comments, please tell me if you are one of those people who can just draw people in public. I think I've done it on the train, or like I drew somebody when I went to Copenhagen because I loved what he was wearing, but it wasn't obvious that I was drawing him. Like he was behind me, so I just had a quick look and then drew him from memory. But I'm just not bold enough to actually sit there and draw somebody while they're right in front of me. And actually, I'm so lying right now, because on this day there were two little girls, and they were dressed like, have you ever seen the movie Madeline? They kind of dressed like that. They had these little boat hats, and they were going to the like pool. There was a big pool, like outdoor pool, with their dad, and obviously they were going to put a boat on the lake or something like that, because they had these cute little boating outfits, and I could just see them from behind, like as a family, like their dad and these two little girls. So I drew like a quick sketch of the back of them. So I did draw somebody on this day. I'm completely lying. But if I see somebody, it's usually with an interesting outfit or a kind of characterful face, then I will be inspired to draw them. And they never really look like how I draw them, to be honest, but it's usually I'm thinking of like characters, or even just, I don't know, like even outfits for myself. If I see an outfit that I like, and I think, oh yeah, because I really like fashion as well, so I tend to draw like fashionable people. Actually, I am lying, because I also drew a lady in Copenhagen. She had this like really fluffy beige coat on, and it was almost like floor length, and her dog looked exactly the same. It was like a little tiny fluffy like Pomeranian or something, and it just reminded me of my all-time favorite movie. Well, it's not all-time, Disney favorite movie anyway, is 101 Dalmatians, because I also love Big Fish and Edward Scissorhands and those kind of movies. But I loved 101 Dalmatians, and right at the start of the movie, when all the dogs are coming out with their owners, and their owners look just like their dogs, it was that moment. Like, this lady had her dog looked exactly the same as she did in her big fluffy coat. So I had to draw that, because sometimes when you draw people, once you've put them on paper, they don't look real. Like, it looks like a character that you've made up. Like, somebody probably wouldn't believe that this lady was wearing like a matching coat to her dog. I also saw a man feed his little, is it a dachshund? The little sausage dogs. I saw him feed his dog a croissant, which felt so apt for where we were, because obviously in Denmark they have a lot of pastries. And he fed his sausage dog this croissant, and the dog was holding this massive croissant as if it was like a toy. And even that, when I drew it, it just didn't look real, if you know what I mean. It looks like I made it up. So I've just skipped over that page completely. I've been talking about dogs, but this was another lovely day that I had with my friend. And again, like if you see this little bird in the bottom left corner, this was a real bird, and it looked kind of like it was fed up because all the other birds were chirping and happy, and this little bird had got like all his hair on top of his head was all squished as if he'd had like a rough night sleep, and he didn't sleep well, and it was just so cute. So I took a picture of it, and this is actually a basic screen grab because I've pretty much copied exactly what the photo looked like. So his little hair on top of his head was all squished. It was adorable. And it's things like that I like to put in my journal because I would never remember that. I would never ever remember that I saw this funny little bird on this particular day. That would never come into my mind again, probably. So I like to make sure that I put little things like that in my journal. And my friend too, she bought me this really cute Halloween glass. Like I bought her a pen and then she bought me this glass. And it was really thoughtful and really sweet, but she actually ended up dropping the bag and it broke and it smashed. So that's probably something else I wouldn't remember particularly. So it's something that I want to journal about. But it was so sweet, and it was obviously the thought that counts, which is what I told her. But it was quite a funny moment. Like she came out of the toilet and she said, I broke your glass. And she had the bag and it was all like, I could hear it like in the bag. Anyway, let's do a little flip through of what we've done today. So I'd already done this first page, but then we did this one, Amongst the Trees, which is a really nice pink kind of summery page because it was really hot on that day actually. When I did that, when I went out into the park, it was really warm. And then I have this page, which is a happy Saturday and my shopping day. And that is it. So I'm just going to show you some close-ups of those as well. So I actually have quite a bit to catch up on in September as usual. I feel like I always sit down and do these longer sessions and make sure that I get everything in there that I want. And I have said this before, but I always look on my phone and look at my timeline to see where I went. And I also look at my photographs to see like what I took pictures of and everything. So I'm probably going to sit and do the rest now and make sure I'm all caught up because we are like almost at the end of September, believe it or not. So yeah, that is going to be it for this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next Sunday with a brand new video. Take care, everybody. Bye.